Hi guys, welcome to the Game of the Week. This week's Game of the Week is BattleToads as chosen by myself, King Costi. I'm joined by my compadre, my comrade,
There's too many
Guilty
question
Grey.
marks there. There's too many question marks. Compadre?
I'm joined by the zit to my pimple,
Hey!
the rash to my...
The rash on your genitals.
Guilty Grey.
Hi. I'm guilty. I'm great. I'm here. Hi.
Obviously, we're going to break down the game, let you know what we think about it, and whether or not you should try it out. Let's get into it. So obviously, this week we've been playing BattleToads. BattleToads, it was a remake of a game released in the 90s, which was a very hard game from what I remember, but also a very enjoyable game. I also remember the cartoons of it. I remember owning it. Brilliant game. From what I remember, I kind of remember playing co-op with my cousins at a young age. Obviously, they've remade it rare. It's exclusive for Xbox on the Game Pass, and we're playing through it. First thing I would say is it's very true to form. It doesn't go too far away from the source material, and it's extremely funny. Like a lot of these Game of the Weeks we play, there's a lot of times where I don't tune into the story. It's just we're playing 2 hours, so I'm just wanting to play 2 hours of the gameplay to analyze it. Not with this. I intend to complete it, and I will complete it. I've kept playing it even after this assignment of Game of the Week was over, just because I've enjoyed it that much. Gray, do you want to give us your initial thoughts on it and what you made of the game?
Like this.
How much do you love this?
Oh, okay. Oh, you want me to go into detail?
No.
I didn't realize that's what I was here for. No, this game's good, man. It's funny. It is funny. It's very meta. Like the humor's very. It understands it's a game. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which is good. And it kind of juxtaposes itself with this stupid, silly humor with what can only really classified as actually quite hard gameplay loops. Like the combat's simplistic but difficult. The enemies can be quite hard. You get overrun by them. I think it's near impossible to get like a game over. I've noticed anyway. You cycle through the toads when one of them dies, and you go to the other. We do have to put out there that we did think this was a co-op game and we wanted to play it together. It turns out it's only couch co-op, so we couldn't actually. But when we experienced it for the first time, we were on a party chat on the Xbox. I managed to play it together, and literally, I think we were in the same stage throughout the entire way, right? We just every point we got to, it was on point. We got there at the same point in time, so it was good. So we were experiencing it at the same time, and if you could have heard our party chat at that time, you would have basically heard two grown men laughing and then simultaneously crying because it was funny and also soul-destroyingly difficult at stages. So, Costi, what's the main thing you remember or you recall hearing about from the original game?
The first thing I remember about the original game was the hovercraft level. Like that was really hard. Obviously, the limitations of video games back then wasn't that you could kind of do what you can do now. So it was just a very hard level. Anybody who's played BattleToads or knows anything about BattleToads knows about that level, and they captured it perfectly in this game. I've got to be honest. That level was, like you said, soul crushingly hard, yet so satisfying when you got through it. But they haven't scrimped on any of the difficulty. That's the one thing. Like you're saying, it's not a hold. I say it's not a hold your hand game. It doesn't really. It's linear. You just go through it, but it's not trying to be like have a laugh and this is an easy experience. It's have a laugh and then get your ass beat by a load of different enemies and combo the crap out of them.
And turn that laughter into tears. We want to see you do it. It's like, ha ha, ha ha, ha, no, why not again? And so on and so forth. So, that level was hard, man.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not necessarily a spoiler to give away how the story opens up. I would say warning for anybody who doesn't want to know how the game opens up. Obviously, you're playing as the BattleToads, and then they realize they're in a bunker and they've been hallucinating, and none of this stuff has been going on, and they're just actually crazy. And then they need to get some normal jobs. So that opens up to chapter 2, medium jobs, where you are
the best mini games ever in games.
Fantastic.
One's a masseuse, one's sending emails. and the other one's handing over flyers to be signed by a famous person. Oh
Yeah.
God. Absolutely good. Oh, that is what this game does well as well. It's something we need to. So you've got different gameplay styles in the game. You've got the beat 'em up bit. So the main body of the game is the side-scrolling beat 'em up, similar to Streets of Rage, which we've covered on the channel before. So it's similar to that, and you go, but it's different. I think it's a bit more modern. The one thing I will take from this is, I think that's the first thing we said, is that Streets of Rage could have implemented some of the things it's done in it, like dodges and stuff, which make the game slightly seem more modern. Like you can dodge through enemies, you've got a bit of an iframe, come around behind them, and it makes dealing with the groups of enemies much easier. Then you've got the driving, if you can classify it as driving stage, where you just basically go left and right on the stage with things coming towards you, and they come at you very fucking fast.
Yeah.
And you have to figure out where they come in and get used to the patterns and stuff, which also, by the way, lasts for, I want to say 100 years, but it could be a slight bit less than that. Maybe it's about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but it seems to last for fucking ever.
Yeah.
And it kind of intermittently, it throws these weird little mini games at you for no real fucking reason, and they make no sense. So, like Costi said, you got the menial jobs, which is the second one that comes up, which is, when it came out, we were in stitches. And then the one that comes up after that is Rochambeau, where the Toads decide they're going to play rock, paper, scissors for no real reason. And that also seems to last for about 25 minutes. It's just non-stop. I don't know. It's non-stop. And I don't know if it's set that you need to do a certain thing to win it, but it just seems to go on for a long time. And then you do it again later as well. So it kind of just keeps reoccurring. So, yeah, I mean, also there's hacking.
Rochambeau. Yeah.
Rochambeau. And there's a hacking mini game to get through security features and stuff, which I didn't expect, which can actually be quite hard. All in all, it's a weird game. There's so many mechanics, so many kind of styles, and it's all thrown into a pot. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah,
it's done really well. That is the one thing that was kind of, not disappointing, just because we thought it was going to be online co-op and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's a lot of things that BattleToads does that is much better than Streets of Rage 4. Just in essence, I mean, the one thing to point out is, even though you have the ability to move faster and dodge, obviously that means the enemies can do similar things to you. So it is kind of balanced in that manner, but it does feel a lot more updated, shall we say. It's not like for like. It's like, okay, if we were going to make this game into a modern game, how would it play and what would it look like? And they managed to catch that perfectly, I'd say. I'm looking forward to when we manage to all meet up and play this in person. And I hope they do add an online way of playing together, because that would really make it really cool. But we'll see.
It feels like something they could do. But this is the thing as well. So I think the developers of these kind of games, they're doing a good thing, because they're bringing back an old style of game which we love, and they're bringing it back in a really good way. But I think they need to start implementing these quality of life things which make it a bit more palatable for people of this day and age. It's similar to Streets of Rage, right? Streets of Rage is 4-player couch co-op, but if you're playing it online, it's only 2.
Yeah.
So why is there a limitation of only 2 players online when you can implement 4 players and couch co-op? And then the same goes for BattleToads. It's 3-player couch co-op, but you can't play with anyone online, which is a bit, I don't know, it seems a bit odd. It should work, I think. And all you have to do is to ramp up the difficulty to kind of match the amount of people playing, like they do in other games. But yeah, if you're listening, Rare, because you're big fans of the channel.
Make Conker's Bad Third Day.
Oh my god!
Sorry, what was that?
Make it co-op.
Make the game.
Conker. Introduce Conker as a playable character in BattleToads.
Yeah, so I went off on a tangent there.
I want it. Anyway, but yeah, this game's fantastic. If you haven't picked it up already, go pick it up. If you've got Games Pass, it's free, for God's sake. Just go get it. It's so enjoyable. And yeah, we will complete it. I think I'm nearly done. I think last I looked at my achievements, it looked like I was about 75% of the way through. So yeah.
I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through. I think it's split up into 5. I think I just finished the 3rd part. So yeah, they're definitely going to finish it. You never know. Could end up being a Boss's BS episode on this.
Depends what the last boss is like.
Yeah, depends what the last boss is like. But we'll see. It is. Yeah, if you have the ability to play this game, play this game. The combos in it are fantastic. The putting everything together is what really makes this game great. Like, you can do different attacks that launch you in the air, and then while you're in midair, you can dodge. Then you can do like a special attack. All the different Toads have different attacks. One of them kind of is you've got the big guy, the tanky guy who has
He's slower.
Yeah, slower but more damage
Hits
output.
hard. Yeah.
You've got the medium guy. I want to say Rash.
Rash
Who's a lot
medium.
faster. Yeah, he's a lot faster. Can put together like massive combos, which is brilliant. And then you got obviously Zit. Zit.
I think Zit is the small one who does really fast attacks but doesn't hit very hard.
Yeah. So
he can dodge quite well. So yeah.
Yeah, they've switch between them in between game, which is cool. So you can, if you're feeling to play, you want to have the guy who's doing more damage because you haven't got many enemies on the screen. You can use him. There's a lot of enemies. Use the faster guy. Just bounce around between them. Really fun game. Really fun game.
Yeah, I mean that's all more. We can't really say any more about it. It's fantastic. Check it out. It's BattleToads. It's great.
Definitely.
Go play it now.
Now.
Thanks
a lot for joining us for this week's Game of the Week, guys. Stay tuned for more content here at the Raven Gaming YouTube channel. You can follow us at all of our other social medias at Raven Gaming UK, Twitter, Facebook. Make sure to subscribe to our Twitch where we'll be doing streams over there. Possibly you could catch some BattleToads, but you could definitely catch some Streets of Rage and some COD. Raven Gaming UK, aka the Paps in 5. Coming at you with more paps than paparazzis on the red carpet. Pap. I've been King Costi, joined by my partner in Pap, Guilty Grey.
I knew that was coming.
Bye guys. Stay peaceful.
We shall catch you next time. Take care.
Bye.